Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 2019 Ontario Disc Golf Championships.
Conclusion, Julian.
The conclusion. The back nine. Brought to you by True North Disc Golf and Entertainment. I am one of your hosts, Julian Murphy.
And I'm Justin, and I think we're going to speak to Adam or Jeff or someone about the music. I just realized now that bass line is just too aggressive for me.
Yes. Derek Jones, 3 down through the round so far, 27 down through the event. He's leading by 10 strokes going into the back 9 holes. So if he pars out...
if he bogeys out, Julian, he wins.
If he bogeys out,
let's be honest here. Yeah. The one guy who could catch him would be Clay, but he'd have to be ridiculous. Lights out. Yeah, I know, Clay. Sorry.
There we go.
Cam Zanini and Clay having a battle for second place, Julian, which would probably be a big, significant difference money-wise. So it'd be fun to see how that plays out.
Yeah, Cam Zanini 1 down through the front 9 and 17 down through the event. Ozolins right behind, though. He's 1 down the round so far, and he's 12 down, so he's only 3 strokes back of Clayton Morgan.
Yeah, who is rated 1 point higher than him PDGA-wise, Julian, 998, 999.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So here are our results from hole 9. 1 birdie, 2 pars, and a bogey going into hole 10. What do you expect on this final 9 from these gentlemen?
I expect Derek just to play smart, consistent golf to bring home this victory for himself to become the Ontario champion, finishing second last year to Thomas Gilbert, this newer player. I've never heard of him. But to start playing safe, we'll start right now on this hole 10. Actually, you don't even really need to play safe, let's be honest. Just throw something far down the middle.
Big open field.
It's open field. This is kind of, not going to say a must get, but you can make mistakes here and still have a look for birdie. So it'll be fun to see how these guys attack this pin now. Maybe put a bit of pressure on Derek. I don't think he feels anything, though.
No, doesn't seem that way at all. And this hole is measuring third of a stroke under par. It's the second easiest hole overall.
Skip in the basket. Look at this. Oh, great shot. It just needed some height.
You can't make those calls anymore. You're not allowed to, especially with Clay's shots.
It had left his hand already. And it's actually happened about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, true enough.
Actually, wait. 2 months? 2 months.
Derek Jones, big good. Lefty backhand. That's got to fade in nicely, and it does. And that's perfect. Throw a big open field 360-foot shot.
Yeah, so his mistake was I said you had to par out and just kind of, ride off to victory here, and he's going to birdie. So that's a big mistake from Derek there. And these are some ace runs, Julian.
All these guys just going for the ace pot, which
okay, that's
may
a bit
exist.
Shorter than I thought, which may exist, yeah. No, it might not, but I think we spoke about Jeff Scanlon taking it home in round 1.
Oh, true enough.
Unless something happens here. If there was one, yeah. And this is great as well.
Oh, wow. So play the hole like this. If you've ever done field work, this is the hole for you.
Maybe put a basket in the field at 360 feet and then do this. The only tester here. He went from the Black Luna.
Oh, baby. Gets the bird.
And
we may see.
I don't want to say it.
There's potential for.
And he bows, takes a bow for his fan. Takes a bow for the fan out there. Okay, Julian. This could be. I know.
Okay, hold on. This is the furthest one yet.
Pull out. Okay.
Woo!
And then Chris is just going to. Let's see if he does something. Yeah. Nope. Foot fault. There's a star frame. Hey-oh.
We did it.
If we were in Europe, they'd be shaking the chains right now. Shout out to our European fans, which I've been told, Julian, that we have.
There are at least a few of them.
So I hear. A lot of green circles there, and in geometry and disc golf put together, that's a good thing.
Yeah, there wasn't a single bogey this round on this hole, so which is not. You don't really see that in any field ever, but that just shows how easy this hole is. The recovery shot for par is an easy one.
Right, because it's wide open. You don't really have an obstructed putt or anything if you miss it.
Hole 11, they're aiming right back at the tee pad they were just throwing from. Just maybe 30 feet to the right.
Yeah, and the Mando, Julian, on this tree here, you got to go right of that to take the volleyball courts out of play when there is volleyball and disc golf happening at the same time, which is all summer long at our Thursday league.
So what's the play here?
Lefty backhand, righty forehand, slide it up this path and hopefully stop before it hits one of these roots and rolls down to the volleyball court. And I was going to say play because I think the play for Clay is the opposite of what I just said.
Play with Clay.
And
pay a fee shot and make a good shot.
Yep. So, yeah. Or I guess a turnover backhand, Julian.
This hole is actually, it's averaging over par, which surprises me because...
yeah, I guess I could see that.
For this field...
Well, these things roll sometimes like that. Could roll, but...
right towards the basket.
And another unneeded birdie coming up maybe for Derek. Oh, I just did it again.
Ken Zanini. He throws that Mako like a flatbread panini. He has it down.
Well, that's because it rhymes with his name, I think, is what you're going.
It does? And that slides up. I hope that's a Mako. Otherwise, we just made stuff up. We Mako things up all the time here.
Oh, my God. You're on fire today.
Not as much on fire as this bird that Chris Ozolins just threw.
Holy cow.
I got to stop talking.
No, that was great. I'm just going to sit back and relax.
Boy. All right. He has the hardest approach here out of the card.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Well done.
Because anything with that hill there, Julian, it could stand up, hit a root, and roll right down to whoever's down there.
Those gentlemen right now watching the lead
watching
card.
Or playing, maybe? Maybe they're waiting for them to putt.
They're watching in awe.
That was not good.
No. Clay Morgan, he's feeling some pressure this round.
Well, I think... he might be feeling pressure, Julian. Like, there's 2 strokes between him and Cam. And now this opens the window for Cam to maybe put this home here and get a 3-stroke lead.
Oh, no. Very uncharacteristic mistakes. He switched to the pink Luna there for the last hole for the long putt.
Adam's not in place here for the shot, but he's going to record it the best he can. And Clay with a great comebacker. It's hard after missing a close birdie putt to put those things in, so that's good for him.
Yeah, big time. And
no,
Cam. He's frustrated with that.
Don't do something silly. Don't smash it against the chains, just in case. Okay, good.
And Adam can sense the anger, so he shook the camera to give it a little bit of a special effect.
Oh gosh!
What is going on with our card here?
Everyone has got the birdie putt jitters here, guys.
This is why this hole is averaging over par. The putts are not going in.
I mean,
and Oz,
those were 3 putts that were 16 feet and closer.
Yeah, Oz not expecting to tie the...
and a curtsy for the crowd. And Derek said, that's what I should have done, just not thrown a disc, and then I'll just tell you guys it went in.
As long as you're
Is that cheating? Is that...
No, it counts.
Okay, cool.
It counts when you're in the lead by 11 strokes.
An insurmountable number.
See, he definitely is. Holy cow.
Was that Spanish?
Might have been.
Okay.
Just been practicing.
Unfortunate bogey for Cam, because that was a birdogey, I believe, Julian.
Yeah,
he was there for 2. Yeah, for 2.
He was the closest putt, wasn't he?
One of them. No, Derek was.
Derek was.
And he missed as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of missing, don't miss these sharks at your local retailer. Don't laugh, Julian. That was a good segue.
That was a really good segue.
Great colors, good stamp, and 30 years. 30 years, guys.
Innova has been making discs for a long time.
Mm-hmm. The AVR, I think you mentioned for a while.
Number 1, I believe.
Wow, cool. Par 3, 240 feet, plays like 900. It's right uphill. It's like throwing up a cliff. And I think the play here would be like a lefty backhand that kind of eclipses these trees, if that's the right word, and sits near those snowmaking equipment, or a forehand for a righty. Or, if you're Clay, and make me say every option possible in disc golf, a backhand as well.
A nice soft backhand turnover right under the basket. Let's see if he does it.
See, that's
almost.
It did look great, right? But the elevation is so crazy that it just kind of hits the ground, right? Well, there's the line I'm talking about here. Is he might have missed his line a bit?
No, he's going to be in the circle still.
Yeah, he did have a good pull on that.
Mm-hmm. That went a lot further than it looked.
Yeah. Chris throws a backhand too, so there is no forehand play here. I am an amateur player for a reason. That's going to ace it.
Oh boy!
Man, nice
what
shot.
A shot! And he is throwing a beautiful burst
Maverick
disc.
A burst disc. Burstitis.
Oh.
Force? No,
that might be a Buzz or an Undertaker.
Oh, good call on the Undertaker. Yeah. It's very pretty, whatever it is. And that's going to be another birdie look. Hopefully, Julian.
Yeah,
Cam steps up. That. I know, it's a look, I said. But hopefully he steps up and just cams this. Cams
it right in the basket.
Derek with our first birdie putt.
Ooh, hits the edge of the basket. But you know what? That's not an easy putt to make because it's hard to see in the camera. It's straight uphill.
Yeah, and I was gonna say it's probably really hard to gauge the distance. He liked it out of his hand, you could tell, and a great putt there from Clay. That's how you answer those missed putts from the previous hole, Julian.
Yeah, this is the 3rd easiest hole on the round. It's 0.2 of a stroke under par. So
good job.
Oh wow,
good job, Cam.
Yeah, he put a lot of force into that one.
Star Wars joke?
Forts? No, force.
Forts.
I meant force, though.
Okay. Derek, just making sure it stays in. He went to go pick his disc up and then kind of double cock there to look up again. As we see Jazz in the background there. She often assistant tournament directs with Chris. Well, okay. She was at Provincials last year, I should say.
For the ODSA?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. these guys play that hole the way that you want to play it. 3 birdies, 1 par.
Yep. And the guy who doesn't need a birdie got the par, so that's kind of fortunate for everybody else. Unfortunate for DJ, but he'll live to throw another day.
Yeah, we've got a heck of a race here for second place.
Yeah, and Julian, there's some 15s coming up, 18. There's 3 strokes is not crazy to get back into some more money here for Chris Oz.
Yeah, definitely. Hole 13, 385 feet, up a massive hill. Then once you get past that hill, it's up another hill.
Yeah, you might as well just get a catapult, Julian, off the tee.
Yeah, I prefer trebuchets myself. They go a little bit further.
Don't know what that word means. Is that catapult in French?
No. Totally different machine.
Trebuchet.
Okay,
cool. 385 feet. This is a full rip, and keep it, I would say, err on the side of being left so that you're not pinched off on the right there.
Yeah, or just throw it as far as you can, which is
look at this.
inhuman.
Wow, what a shot. Oh my god.
He's just outside circle 1 with that, and that's
500 foot distance. That's 500 feet distance.
Yeah, that's the furthest throw I've ever seen on this hole.
Yeah, easy. And so this is like I said, if you're just going to kind of play for the par, give yourself that option over there. You have a wide open shot to the basket, more so than being pinched on the right.
Aim for the camera. That's where you want to be.
Yeah.
God, these guys
no
can
golf
throw
carts
far.
to aim for here at Foxwood, Julian. Yes, they can throw far. Sorry to interrupt you.
Or at Chicopee.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Foxwood, they had golf carts, and this looks to be a great shot too.
Yeah, well thrown, and he's got some distance that you don't really expect as well.
No, and I interviewed him after a tournament recently, and he's a bit smaller than I am. Even maybe around the same size, and I'm 5'8". Derek too, actually, and so it just goes to show you don't need to be 6'5" like Thomas Gilbert and lanky just to crush discs.
Who?
That guy, we talked about him earlier, the kid that won randomly last year, the MPO division.
Thomas. Gilbert.
Tom Baum, I believe he preferred.
Tom Baum.
He told me to call him that.
Really?
Yep. As Chris lays up here for his par, sit down. The only thing you don't want here, Julian, is a nasty rollaway, which we've seen can happen.
You also don't want a birdie, and I don't want to spoil anything here.
Oh, are you giving us a foreshadowing with your stats?
There were none again.
Okay. What if Cam was about to put this in?
No.
I hope this hits basket.
There were none so far. Because there's still 1 putt from just outside the circle here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so maybe there is one. That was very far, and that's not going to go in. So,
sorry, guys.
No birdies today.
Spoiler alert, Julian should shut his mouth.
Nope, I don't think you should ever shut your mouth. Just a little early call, like I was jinxing all their putts earlier. It's not a big deal. That's got to sit, please.
Okay. Phew.
These are those weird ones where you're way higher than the basket. Mm-hmm. You just got to kind of get it started in the right direction, just let go basically and have it go in.
Yeah, you want to put it right at your knees.
Yeah.
And forward.
And if you have one of those high putts, like I think Chris puts higher up on his chest than, I'm not going to say traditional, than some other people, then you might struggle with that one because you got to keep it real low.
Yeah, you want to do a straddle putt, kind of like you're doing a granny bowling move.
Yes, which is actually how I bowl.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, I don't bowl perfect, no.
Best way to get strikes.
Yes. Or put the bumpers down. Cam with the only bogey, 3 pars.
No birdies this entire tournament on this hole for the pro
Not
card.
surprising.
Yeah.
Not surprising. Even though Clay really did pump that one. And we're proudly supporting Discraft and their newest, greatest player. Actually, no, not now. I guess when this video was shot, it was Paul McBeth. Now it's Paige Pierce. But anyway, 1060 rated. Pick up a Tour Series Anix. They're available now, and those things are going off the shelf, Julian, like hot cakes.
Yeah, they fly a lot like a bird of lightning or some other sound that lightning may make. I find their flight is kind of similar to that for me. I don't know.
I feel like there's a joke here that's way over my head that I don't even get, which is we usually feed off each other well.
Thunder.
Oh, okay.
Ornate.
Yes.
Animal.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. That's my bad. 14 uphill again across a field. You're never gonna have flat footing here. You got to throw it up there, and this is a pump to get it in there. And then the basket's very well guarded and also perched on a nasty hill that can have rollaway opportunities. And this is hammered as he penetrates through those wall of trees there.
Can Clay throw far?
Clam can. I don't know who Clay is.
He is the Morgan equivalent from St. Thomas.
Yes.
As all Claytons.
Going to end up in a good spot, but a little short, because as soon as you get height on this shot,
yep,
it just won't get there, just with the sheer uphillness of it.
And the upshots are tough on that angle. You're always kind of you're standing with one leg at a different height of the other, and it's hard to keep a nice flat upshot with your
turned over
placed like that.
He really put his body into that, though. That he was trying to get up there on a big hyzer line, I think. And yeah, going back to what you said, super tough. because you're never at the same level as your other foot, left or right. As Cam puts a good move on this. He'll have about a 55-footer with probably an open window to get through those two guardian trees.
Yeah, great shot by Cam there.
Yeah.
I almost called him Clam, too.
I'm sure that's why I called him Clayton Clam originally, by accident.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of these two guys.
Innova.
And Derek Jones as well. He is running it.
I mean, he doesn't not need to, right?
That's a lot of negatives, and I'm sure that it ends up as a positive because he doesn't
not
negative.
Need to.
He doesn't need to run it,
right.
But he can.
Sit.
When you're this far ahead, you absolutely can run it to try and get the only birdie.
Yeah, and he threw his Nova, which is probably going to stick if you don't get that much air under it. Chris has a circle 2-putt. Oh,
Ooh.
banned. Dink.
Doink.
Don't think we forgot
Donk.
those noises. He'll have a tough comebacker. He'll have to straddle and squat maybe, and Clay with a do look.
Just misses to the right.
So I also read on your stats that this wasn't birdied, but I didn't say it beforehand.
No birdies again.
Okay.
13 and 14 are
all tournament?
All tournament, no birdies on either of these two holes.
As Derek wisely lays up, and Chris sitting on his butt with his leg out, kind of like he's jumping a hurdle, I guess, in a hurdling contest of sorts from a track and field meet.
Well, the hills are quite high that you could hurdle.
Yes.
3 feet of them, maybe 4 feet.
I couldn't, but maybe someone like
Oz can.
Tom Bomb.
Tom Bomb
bogey.
can hurdle 17 feet.
Yes.
Clay
so now
downhill putt again.
I don't want to speak out of turn here, but am I looking at a bunch of bogeys and the only par was Clay? No. Okay, yeah, Cam got a par as well.
Yeah, 2 pars,
Which
2
Julian,
bogeys.
Guys, we're tied here for second place. 4 strokes over Chris Ozolins, and if James Duong went 13 under on the last 9 holes, he could be in the mix here too.
He absolutely could. I don't know if we're going to see that. This is a tough course.
I'm trying to make it exciting. So 2 17 downs and a 27 down, which is probably, guys, going to be the tournament champion.
Yeah, and we're coming up on our hardest hole so far. What do we have, Justin?
This is a very difficult. It's kind of a placement drive off the tee. It's downhill off the tee, and then you want to kind of be somewhere on this path. OB on the right, big drop off on the left, and then OB, you can see the pink flags surrounding this long right and left of this basket. So it's quite a tough hole, and I can see why it plays number 1. And first and foremost, Julian, miss that Oldsmobile Alero and get it down there.
And well, this hole, if you get
Who's
an
parked
ace
up
on
there?
it,
That's my question.
if you get an ace on it at the top of the ski hill, you actually win that.
That's
you
right.
win the Oldsmobile Alero. That was the contest.
Oh, I see. And making the spectators have to get off their butts there for a second, which is always cool.
Cam, just,
This looks like a good shot.
yeah,
It's just got to
low
not
and straight.
fade. Get
Even if
past
it
them.
does, yeah.
Coker. Oh, that's not
Hardly
Coker. That's not Coker.
even throw her. Who is that?
His name
Is
is
that Drew?
Daniel Cook,
Oh,
I believe. And he spotted all weekend.
I
Did a
know
great
Daniel.
job. Yeah, really nice kid. New to disc golf. So thanks again for spotting. And Chris corrected from round 3, but
he hits
Oh,
the
wow.
main obstacle on Chicopee Ski and Summer Resort.
well, that could have faded down the hill. That could have.
Yeah,
doesn't
this-
count unless you go bar down ski.
No, absolutely not.
Canadian reference. As this probably plays into a lefty's. Oh, if he doesn't throw that, that's going to go OB.
Yeah.
Yeah, OB for Derek, unfortunately. I was going to say it's a nice wide hyzer here would be a great shot for Derek, especially with his power, but he unfortunately just had a little miss release there, and he's going to have to scramble now.
And the one thing we're forgetting here is the wind is really not favorable on the top of this hill.
Yeah,
Almost
that's
ever.
true. Ever. Yeah, even on a non-windy day, it seems to be wind there. As Chris has a position shot there just to kind of get his par, which all you can do when you have that equipment in your way.
Is Clay going to run this?
Why wouldn't you? Oh, maybe. Oh, my gosh!
No.
Did that drop OB?
Just clips
Hidden-
the hydro pole,
I thought it was
goes OB.
Is that the Osprey nest up there they made?
It's
Or
very close to the osprey nest, but thankfully no ospreys were harmed during the filming of this footage.
this might fade. No, it's not. It's going to be good. Come on.
It's going to sit down.
Yes, sir.
Just in
That's a
bounds.
tough shot. Way to go, Clam Zanini. Dang it.
He has a putt.
Oh, yeah. He sure does. That's a great shot. And he's going to maybe step putt, Julian.
What's Derek going to do?
That's going to
He's
go
going
OB
over.
twice.
Yeah. Hopefully Daniel Cook is watching.
He is. Always in position. He's going to mark, first of all, where that disc went out, but Derek's
on earth is
Derek's
that disc?
struggling here on this hole a little bit here. And I'm not going to say showing nerves, but maybe when you're that far ahead, it's almost like you need the nerves to make those tough shots, and this looks really good.
They called him out well back of everything. Oh, sit down. That is
safe?
right on the edge of OB, but that is safe.
Oh
That
my
was
gosh.
another risky shot.
My heart's racing, Julian. Feel it.
Oh.
Great shot there.
Good shot by Oz.
Ozolins.
Yes.
His last name. I believe there's an NHLer. Sandis Ozolins?
Sandis, yeah.
Yeah. Huh, I just thought of that now. I wonder if they're any relation.
They're
Clay gives that a great
first cousins or brothers.
run. That's the only...
Once removed.
Oh, I'm not sure what that means.
First brother, twice removed.
Like you are to me.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I'm 2 spots removed on the couch.
Derek's going to have to run this here. Daniel watching that closely in case it goes OB. Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome. He says.
Cam with the birdie look. He did have a great try. It's way over top.
Over top.
Sit down.
Sit safe. He had that black Luna, and for the long putts, you know he goes to the pink Luna.
He did, and that one on hole 10 comes to mind where he just went dead center.
And
Hey,
there
puppy.
is. Hi there, Pooch.
Hey, what's going on over here?
I want the Frisbee.
Oh, that's out of bounds.
No!
The dog jinxed him.
Cam has a chance to
Oh, yes,
seal-
that's right.
seal
Triple
second
bogey.
place. Oh, no.
So they were tied at 17 down, which is going to put Clay here at 14
That
down
might
now.
put him in 4th.
Chris is now in the
Potentially.
mix. Yeah. And Cam didn't like that. A little left, but it stayed in. He's shaking his head. He's just trying to get through these putting woes that he's kind of had in this round today. It's a long tournament, Julian. 4 rounds, 2 days.
Yep.
This is the second round, final round. It's a grind.
Especially 4 times up and down the ski hill.
And the
twice
ski hill,
per
I never
round.
thought of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
these guys that were unfortunate in the... Wait,
And that
it's going
dog
to
is... what
Chris's
is he-
disc.
Oh, is there a snack in there?
He's eating Chris's stuff.
Get it. Get it. Oh, that's a nice bag. 2 triple bogeys, 2
man.
pars.
Jeez.
That hole is, again, the hardest.
So much geometry on that screen.
There was not a single birdie on that hole.
No kidding. Well, Cam had a good look there. Just went over top, and it was no lack of want.
Yeah, so 1 birdie in MPO through both rounds.
Can I guess a pay?
It was a pay.
Of course it was.
I think it was Mike. We said it last round, and I'm pretty sure it was Mike. Big shout out, Chicopee Ski and Summer Resort, located at 395 Morrison Road in Kitchener. Proudly supporting disc golf. They have been fantastic through supporting our tournaments. We've had several here. Throwdown. They
Yeah.
used to have Oktoberfest.
Yep.
Provincials this year.
Yep.
Big shout out to Chicopee and Liz specifically for helping us with this tournament.
Absolutely. Moving us into hole 16, our third last hole. This one I don't believe was bogeyed in round 4. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That was way early.
In round 3,
In round 3 wasn't. That's what I meant to say. It wasn't bogeyed. Lefty backhand putter, righty putter backhand. Throw it right at it, or maybe a soft forehand, Julian, for a righty.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some soft fades on a backhand.
That's a prodigy disc of sorts. Maybe a
PA 1, 2, or 3, or 4.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had that PA 1, 2, 3, 4 we talked about, and he's in circle 1.
A1.
PA 1.
Nice throw. Circle 1. Oz throwing his...
Buzz? Look like a misprint Buzz. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what discs are. You're one of those weirdos that can look at a profile and tell. I don't even know if it's a putter, or like a overstaple fairway.
Like this putter?
That's a putter.
That's putter.
And that's gonna go in.
Yeah, and that's going to be another PA 1, 2,
circle is
3,
what I-
4. Probably a PA 1.
Yeah, and he's
That was a great
put
shot.
himself in a position for a 2, Julian, if he were to make that putt, as Derek throws this purpley pink putter again. And
It's going to fade
running,
early, but you know what? He's going to have an easy look because, you know what? If you're lefty, even if you skip that way, you're still going to be closer inside the circle.
Yeah, and these guys, Clay and Derek, both answering that triple bogey
Mm-hmm.
with Park Jobs guy. Oh, Chris!
Just missed it.
I don't know why I called you Guy there. I don't think I've ever done that on or off camera. That was strange.
That was
So
weird.
Chris had some unfortunate luck there, and
Cam Zanini makes the bird.
great, very committed putt there, and Jeff loves it.
You can see the focus in his eyes.
Jeff, the cameraman, loved it. And that hit the pole and almost came back as Derek double clutches there, going to pick up the mini again.
I think Cam may have sealed second place here.
Yes, we're going to have to look. I think that would give him did he birdie that as well? 4-stroke lead then, going into the
I
last
think
2
so.
holes?
Well, Clay got the bird as well, so that'll be
3. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll see in a second here. 3-stroke lead for Cam over Clay.
And only 7 strokes back at Derek now, so it's not as... I mean, it's still... It's over, but
Derek could get a septuple bogey, and
don't even know what number that is.
Cam would have to birdie it for
that
the win.
7?
That might happen.
French, okay.
Yeah,
Set.
We.
Yeah.
We.
3 birdies and a par on that hole. That hole actually wasn't bogeyed. I'm not sure if I'd mentioned that before their shots or not. But
so it wasn't bogeyed in round 3. And spoiler alert, there was not a single bogey in round 4 either.
Alrighty. Moving us into hole 17, which is the second portion of our tight tunnel shots up on top of the mountain here. Very, very tight gap, and you want a very left-turning overstable disc at the very end. So I'm not sure, maybe a fairway driver with some overstability or an overstable mid to get it around that corner, or a shot with a lot of hyzer for a righty.
Or Cam's buzz here into the trees, opening up the board for Clay a little bit.
Yep, he's got to hit this gap here because I've been there, Julian. It's hard.
He's likely throwing a PA of some sort.
He's going right over with Cam. Fortunately for Cam, unfortunate for Clay. And we saw Derek's forehand round 3 look great, and they're all okay. Good kick.
Yeah,
that could be way worse. He's halfway up at least.
I think everybody was calling good kick there.
Absolutely. And that's going to be a bad kick.
Oh, my goodness. All 4
So this is what can happen. We didn't see it in round 3. They all threw great shots. And this here is really what can happen is we got some scramble action here. And this looks good, is what I would say if it didn't hit that weird-looking tree.
Yeah, tough. It doesn't matter which way you kick. I mean, there's a gap if you kick left. You end up on the short tee fairway. But really, if you're far enough, there's lots of trees in your way regardless.
Yeah, and this looks... Oh! I think that hit the cage.
Clayton Morgan.
Jeez.
Let's see.
Oh, man, a little chain kiss.
Oh, baby. Nice run.
Clay.
I think. Was he trying to run it, or was he trying to lay that up?
Doesn't matter. It hit the metal of the cage. He's got a par. That's a great shot. And Cam nervously watching, saying, if that goes in, he's got 2 strokes back on me with one more very hard hole left, Julian.
Yeah, and Derek just opting to use the same disc again on a forehand.
Yeah, and he's going to park. Get over
inside
top
circle
of that
1.
log. Yeah, yep. 22 feet. He shrugged his shoulders, saying, meh, good enough.
Cam's going to try to put this in, maybe.
I hope so. No pressure, but Clay just hit chains from 100,000 feet away in a forest. Couldn't even see the basket. And he's left himself a tester, Julian. Yeah. That's a tough, elevated putt there. No, he should have gone to the pink one. Come on. Never mind.
Nice
Never
putt.
mind.
Banging chains, taking names.
Yeah.
Cam Zanini, fantastic putt.
Yeah. He's also a really good person, Julian. I've been chatting with him. Hey, this one goes in for Chris. Cam, I've been chatting with recently. I play with him. No, I haven't. But I played in some tournaments with him. He's a good kid. And the future's bright for this young man.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of future being bright, Derek puts his par in. And Clay, with that circus shot, gets his par to sit. He says, I almost went in. I almost canned that, boys.
And he gets a stroke back on Cam. And hole 18 is
easily 2 strokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very easy to have a 2-stroke swing. And you know what? You've got Oz 2 strokes back of Clay. Clay 2 strokes back of Cam. Cam,
sorry to not
2
include
times
Derek.
4 strokes back of Derek.
Derek, you're not included in this because you're running away with this MPO title for Ontario here. So, good par for Derek.
What do you think is going to happen here on the final hole? I'm nervous. I'm excited. Do you think Derek has it?
I do think Derek has it. I'm calling 4 pars.
Okay, interesting call.
Yep.
I'm going to say...
What do you think?
I'm going to say a birdie.
Okay.
And 2 pars. That's my guess.
What's the last one?
Mystery bogey.
Okay.
Or an ace.
I say they're going to bank it off that white GMC work truck and back into the basket. Just kidding. They're not there anymore.
We've got 25-1 odds on that shot.
Yes. This one, guys, keep it in the middle.
970 feet downhole, the signature hole of Chicopee. Let's see what Clay... Or Cam does.
That was Clay, yeah.
Clay, let's see what Clay does.
He has absolutely murdered it, Julian. If there was ever a way to kill a Frisbee, this was it. Stay in the middle? Oh, he's fine. I think.
And everybody else is laughing about how far that was. They're all saying, oh,
yeah,
that was far.
There's
and
Sean Coker, there he is. He loved it. He didn't even go and spot it. That's not a great job.
Derek
okay, that has a bit too much turn. I hope this.
You know what?
Flex.
He's going to turn right into the middle, though.
Oh no, he hit the chair railing there, I think.
And look, he's rolling.
No way
into the forest.
Okay, good. That's crazy. If that goes in the forest, that's a completely different shot to the basket from there.
Yeah, that was a maybe 90 to 170 foot roll.
Crazy.
Oz turning a backhand turnover, and that's
his,
the play for a righty here.
That's his 150 Mamba, Julian.
For anybody who can't throw it over 200 feet.
Can you imagine that's what he threw there?
That is their 150 Mamba.
I think it would have flown like an Arobi Epic if he threw that.
Oh, nothing flies like an Arobi Epic.
Right. All 3 of these guys are in prime position here. Let's see if Cam can round up this card and make my 4 par prediction come true. That's good. That's real good.
Yeah, great shot. You want to hug that right side if you're a righty.
Sean. That's past him.
Don't hit Sean. Look at him. He's just got his arms crossed. He is looking at the discs. You don't need me.
Crushing beers all day. What an easy job for that spotter. Chris first here. And
where are we going?
This might be good here.
He's going to be,
spike.
I think, long and left.
No, that's a spike, Julian.
You think so?
22 feet, maybe. So this might be your one birdie if these guys don't have something else to say about that.
All right. Let's see what happens. Clay?
Guys,
discs up there. He throws too fast. We don't even know.
Oh, my gosh.
That bangs off the ski lift.
Yes. I was hoping we'd see a circus shot.
Possibly inside circle 1.
Ski lift, circle 1.
Derek Jones, the circus shot being the left-handed throw.
And Derek just needs to get anything, honestly, just forwards, Julian, whether it be 2 feet or not, toward that basket. And he's going to close this tournament out.
And you know what? That was another long throw. And hard to see where it ended up, but I think he might have a long putt.
Yeah, but uphill, if it's long, uphill putts are always easier. That's grip locked. Big skip. Okay, so step putt to close it for Cam. I think if I was Cam, I'd be laying up just to tap my par in here, because I've got the second place money in my pocket that way.
Yeah, the smart play is the princess layup.
Yeah.
To Boba Fett it in the basket.
Oh, that's a little bit too stable, and I think yes. Yes, Boba Fett it in the gasket. Clay for the birdie off the chairlift. That's too high.
Someone has to get a birdie. Please.
Okay, so hold on here. What are we looking on Justin's 4 par prediction? Am I doing good here? Unless Chris.
There are 2 more birdie attempts. 1 here.
Okay. Yes, thanks, Chris. Sorry, Chris, but thanks.
And there is 1 more here.
Oh no, Derek must be closer, so maybe he's got the birdie.
Oh no.
Oh no, so I'm done. You said mystery bogey, 2 pars, and a birdie. So all we need is Derek, who... Oh, I know what they're doing.
Okay, 1 par.
They're letting Derek finish off.
Oh, that's
because I think he might have won this, actually.
Do you think he might have?
I think so.
He had a bit of a lead going into the final hole.
Good, Chris. Good tournament for Chris. Obviously, all 4 of these guys should be exactly where they are, Julian.
2 pars. Wait for it.
A bogey.
A bogey.
And where's Derek's birdie?
Come on, Derek. You got this.
Lay up for the win.
You got this.
Lay up for the win.
Win the tournament.
No, just lay up. You don't want to do it. Oh, nice. Okay, guys.
Nice putt. Finishes the tournament. The champion, Cam Zanini, jumps on his back, pretending to be a pound bag.
Way to be, Derek. Julian looked at the stats before, obviously.
But I didn't remember most of them.
Okay.
I did a birdie. I did
Julian,
know the birdie.
Derek, did you really?
Yeah, I did a birdie.
Thanks for being honest.
Derek Jones and Jamie Pay had the only birdies.
Yeah, that's a start to finish, Julian.
Unreal tournament. Derek Jones has just been on fire, just crushing everything here.
Yeah, Ontario champion, 2nd place last year. This year he comes back and does the job he wanted to do last year, and with a statement by 11 strokes.
And look at this, a bogey by Cam and a par by Clay.
Wow.
Did that
ties him up? Yes, it did. Cam had that little close, so that's too bad. And
oh, no. Sorry, we must have had a small mistake there on the stats. Cam Zanini.
I see, yep.
Yeah.
Solo
16
second.
down through the event. Solo 2nd place. Clay Morgan, 15 down. +1 on the hole, and he gets 3rd place. Oz gets 4th. James Duong, big shout out to him for throwing the hot round here with 4 down. And just look at all these scores. Like, you can tell, +9 for a couple of these guys, +7. This is a tough course.
Yes, it is. And James, one of the 5 players to be under par for this tournament overall. So congrats to James on a great showing. The rest of these guys, congrats to the Pays on their magical birdies we kept hearing about. Jeff on the ace, Scanlon. Kurbitz, Coe, and someone else. I forget who was on camera before. Anyway, congrats on your first round. Turley McCormick.
Yeah.
Congrats on all the rounds on camera. And we'll be right back, guys, to do our In the Schnarb segment, which is where we discuss what we thought, our thoughts and feelings of the tournament, and kind of basically a closeout meeting.
Yeah,
Julian.
Amazing tournament overall. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you very much to True North Disc Golf Productions and bringing us this fantastic content. Innova Disc Golf, everybody, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, and we'll catch you for that In the Schnarb video. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.
Here we are in the Schnarb after watching all 4 rounds of this tournament, and it was just really well played start to finish by Derek Jones, big winner of MPO.
Yeah, he's the champion, and for a good reason. That was a very good showing. Before we get into that, guys, we have disc golf coverage in Canada. This is huge. And it was a great first tournament. I think it went really well, and it's exciting.
Yeah, you can see a lot of growth from round 1 to round 4 as far as the camera work, the editing, maybe the commentary a little bit, and like a few other
Definitely
things.
Definitely the commentary.
But thank you. We appreciate you guys joining us and watching all of it. Commentary got a lot worse. It happens.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Mountain Dew did it. So we've got some highlights here in the Schnarr. We just want to highlight the tournament that we all just watched, kind of make some call-outs to some things that didn't happen on camera, things that did happen on camera, and overall just give a good synopsis of the entire tournament. So what do we have?
Great word. First of all, my notes here say I'm going to thank very much Chris Ozolins, who we all saw on camera, for all the work he put into to getting this tournament going. He was the TD. And local player and good friend of both of ours, Adam Hussey, as the assistant tournament director. These guys, Julian, put on a show.
Yeah, and this is only Adam Hussey's second time being an assistant TD or a TD at all. And he did a lot of really hard work to put this tournament together, to organize a big, grand event that everyone can come to. So,
and he made Derek Jones win by cheating somehow, because he's a lefty, as Adam is.
Yeah. He actually gave him some of his lefty juice to drink before each round. Mm-hmm. Right. Lefty juice.
I'm drinking this because of Derek Jones. So thanks to those and everybody else, the spotters we talked about, Foxwood and Chicopee, amazing. Two great courses, and guys, come and play them if you haven't had a chance yet. Now, Julian, shot of the tournament. I know we didn't get to see everything, but statistically, what do you think?
Okay, so this one's kind of not really a fair question.
Right.
There was an ace this tournament. It was Jeff Scanlon. That's got to be the shot of the tournament. Anytime a disc goes in from the tee pad, number one shot of the tournament. That being said, I think we could also do a subcategory of shot of the tournament caught on camera.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Like we talked about this before. I had two things now that one pops to my mind.
Yep.
One, definitely Cam's shot off the barbed wire fence.
Oh my God.
A bit lucky, but he put it on a good line and it just worked out, which is great. And he made the birdie putt, which is also great. And also, we just saw it. That shot from Clay, I thought, was pretty miraculous from on 17. His overhand, and he hit the chains and almost dunked a birdie from no man's
side of the
land.
basket. Yeah, we saw. There was lots of great putts, but definitely those two shots on camera were pretty cool.
Yeah, they were very
good
cool
ones to catch.
Speaking of great putts, Julian and I both sat down and decided what was maybe a low light or the worst thing we caught on camera, maybe through the whole tournament. There wasn't a lot to choose from because it was so well played until we got to
hole 11, final round.
That was hard.
Sorry, lead card, but that was not a great display of putting. You guys have been putting so well all tournament, and then all of a sudden, hole 11, you guys just decided, you know what?
All at once.
We're all just gonna miss. I know Ozolins had he had the furthest drive from the tee, and he made his par putt, but all three other players on the lead card.
I think if I remember correctly, Julian, Clayton had maybe a 12-footer, airmailed it, and then had to make a longer putt, which he did for par.
Yep.
And then Derek was parked for birdie and just didn't put it in after Cam had already 3-putt. So that was just tough. And then, but these guys being the pros they are, Julian, they rebounded all of them quickly and didn't let it get too far to hand.
Oh yeah, big time.
So that was kind of cool to watch.
So we also want to call out a couple of all of the winners of all the other divisions that we saw or that we didn't see on camera.
Good call.
But happened in the tournament. So first off, big shout out to. Let's see, MP40, we had Dwayne Chris, Duke by 6 strokes.
Woof.
He
wears
won,
a hat that says woof.
And he has local knowledge of everything as the course designer in part for both of these courses. I know he had a part in both of them.
He's one of those behind the scene guys
that
you just don't hear about that does so much. Julian, sorry to cut you off, he maintains Chicopee more than anybody. And that is not an easy course to maintain. Him and Dave Coe, actually.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave. So good win for Duke by 6 strokes in the MP40 and cashing in. So no better person to win that.
Yeah, we have winner of FPO was Helen Morlock. Not a big field, but at least she took the win.
Yep.
MP50, Daryl Bankus, he won by 9 strokes.
Yeah, that's great. Daryl, another person.
Also
guys,
designer of
we also know
Oxwood.
Who he is. So he's one of those guys that could probably lay in bed thinking about each hole and each shot because he basically designed it. And he does so much for disc golf in Canada, and he is Innova Canada. So congrats, Daryl, 9 strokes. Thanks very much.
Yeah, M1, big winner. I don't know if you guys saw the coverage or not, but I actually didn't even play in the tournament in M1, but we did have a winner. They won by 9 strokes. Big spread, and it was
a close battle.
Who won that one?
I did. It was a good tournament, 9 strokes. It was like Derek Jones. It was start to finish. I led, which felt good. With Jordan Howe at my heels, and this guy is such a good disc golfer. I didn't like that.
Yeah, he was winning tournaments all year long.
Yeah, so I won by 9. It was fortunate. I feel like it could have gone anybody's way. It just happened to be my weekend.
Yeah, and there was an 80-stroke spread from
there was. We forgot to
leader
mention
in M1 to the last place finisher. So big division.
Yeah, and actually before we get into MPO division, we all saw how that turned out. There was a 54-stroke spread between 18 players. So four rounds over 2 days at 2 difficult courses, and you're going to see these numbers leading us into the AM Women's.
Yep.
Carleen Green, championette by 9 strokes.
Huge win. Another big spread, 89 strokes in that division. And she, all of a sudden, I think she started playing disc golf pretty recently, but she has been cleaning up this year.
She's been cleaning up. I believe she just won another tournament I played in. She's been fantastic. I haven't seen her play. Hopefully I do, Carleen, at some point, but congrats to her. Anytime you're an Ontario champion of anything, it feels good.
Yeah, big time.
Trust me. AM40 winner. Let's try and pronounce this, Julian.
Klaus Damsbeek by 3.
I think he nailed it.
Klaus Damsbeek, if I said your name wrong, comment on this YouTube video and let me know, please.
And let us know if you're German or not. That's my guess. What do you think?
Damsbeek? Oh,
yeah. Klaus, yeah. Maybe? Okay. Santa Claus. And the last winner of the tournament in AM50.
Mike Strong, 1 by 5.
Yeah.
Great show. Good job all around to all the winners of this tournament. And really, it was just a really well-run tournament. Lots of players came out to support it, and just it was just fantastic. It was a really, really well-done tournament.
It was. And before we let you guys go, let's speak about the growth of this channel. So we're going to try and grow this channel and grow it because we are going to be True North Disc Golf together. Speaking of which, we have a lot of, I think 20% of our viewers right now are European and a good percentage are Americans as well. So this is great. We got to showcase local players, hopefully get throughout the country more than just Ontario eventually. We've got a lot of really exciting tournaments that have been filmed and are done. Trust me, I played in them. And so this channel is going to keep going, guys. You have to really, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and come back and watch some more stuff.
Yeah, and if you are European and you're watching this, or you're American and you're watching this, just tag all of your Canadian friends and tell them, guys, come on, watch this too.
Yeah.
You want to hear your own accent speaking about disc golf sometimes.
Klaus Dambesk. Anyway, that's kind of our first In the Schnarb segment. We're going to try and see how this goes and summarize tournaments. This was a long one. It was a long tournament. And anytime you put it together for 4 rounds over 2 days, you deserve to be a winner. So, Julian, any last thoughts?
Big shout out to our camera crew and the editors. They put in tons of work on this. And so please just enjoy this video. If there's any way that you could get notified about watching any other videos in the future, perhaps by enjoying or, loving something,
committing to a membership of some sort.
Committing to a membership just by clicking on a button. That would be absolutely crazy.
If there was only a way. And we'd like to thank all our sponsors as well up here. Discraft, Innova, MVP, everybody, Discmania. If I didn't say it, you guys know you sponsored us. So thanks very much, and check us out for the next tournament, Julian.
And we are now out of the Schnarb. See you later.